Hey VC, Big Star 1000 with a new installment of Revolutions um, series, an ongoing series in which I showcase basically what I've been playing. No new records, just, you know, things that I pulled out of my shelves just to revisit. And I'd like to start this video with a couple of messages, in fact, two or three things. Firstly, I'm taking a break from the Gimme 10 this week on labels. I want to resume this next week. I've done Impulse, CCM, CTI, and I'm really enjoying the responses, and I want to keep it going. So watch this space, because I've got some other ideas. Obviously, it's cool to think of things that will incite people to respond. Secondly, I've just been on my channel and I've got 1,500 subscribers, which is amazing. I'm I'm not really the fastest subscriber gatherer in the history of YouTube. I've been doing this for 5 years, but in saying this, each and every one of you that watches this is very important to me, because you interact with me. Well, not all 1,500 of you, but a large portion, and that's what counts to me. I'm not here for the big numbers, but still a little bit of a milestone. I'm a teacher, and in teacher term, I'd call myself a plodder. Somebody who's just doing work progressively, always puts in, not the brightest, not the best, just average. So thank you for paying my plodding with subscriptions and comments. Really dig it. 1,500. It's a milestone of sorts. And thirdly, Ron Anderson, My Lung Puppy. Here is my copy of Desire. Fantastic album. And it's a promotional copy as well. There you go. Not for sale. And here's my copy of Half Mute. Both of them excellent album on Ralph Records, the Residence label. I have also quite a bit of Residence on Ralph. So, Ron 4, Fred 1. I'll get started. So as usual, I've been playing records. I do all the time. This is my raison d'être, really. And a few, classics, I guess, such as this. I've got a couple of CDs here. If you hate CDs with a passion, then fuck off now. Did I just say that? I did. Here is a fantastic sort of, classic electronic record from the UK, David Warhouse, 1969, I think, which I've had and I've known for years and years. If you haven't heard this, this is kind of a moogie, kind of experimental, progressive goodness on Island Records. Very cool, Electric Storm, and also electronic, but in a different register. Here is the self-titled Suicide, which I've been playing quite a bit recently. This is a reissue. This is not the original. I don't really mind. I don't really care. I've got this on CD and on vinyl. It's an album that, again, it's been a milestone in my collection for many years, and I keep discovering things on it. The CD is also excellent because it's got the famed 23 minutes over Brussels, in which you can hear Suicide get pelted with bottles. Very interesting gig. 1977, New York, Alan Vega, Martin Rev, loud as hell, really. What a band. Okay, next an album that I haven't played in forever, basically, and I should play it more because it's such a fantastic record. The debut, Throwing Muses, the debut on 4AD. What a fantastic indie rock record. Fronted by Kristen Hirsch. Just a stunning vocalist, so powerful, and the lyrics are really quite witty as well, and disturbing at times. And Tanya Donnelly, and there's all these associations with Belly and the Breeders, and you know what, great record. So it's just because I'm still reading this book on 4AD, and it just gets me to revisit things. And speaking of 4AD, the best 4AD band with that question is the mighty Cocteau Twins, and this is, I would say, this is my favorite Cocteau Twins album at the moment. Although Treasure has always been a sort of a long time favorite, but in recent years I think I've taken to Heaven or Las Vegas more than I have to Treasure. This is a magnificent. It's like a greatest hits record. Very, very good. 1990, 4AD. Amazing. Right, a segue of sorts, if you like. Here is a fantastic album by Harold Budd, The Pavilion of Dreams. I'm saying a segue because the Cocteau Twins actually recorded an album with Harold Budd, so that's the connection. This I've played two to three times in the last couple of weeks, and an album is, you got a whole lot of records, and you pull on a record constantly, it's doing something right. Harold Budd is an American pianist. On this, he plays Fender Rhodes and mostly Fender Rhodes, but the lineup has got Marion Brown on alto sax on this, and Gavin Bryars on glockenspiel, and Michael Nyman on marimba. And obviously it's been produced by Brian Eno. This is a stunning sort of ambient, sort of world-infused kind of jazz record. Everybody should own this record. It's just magnificent. It's delicate. It's sort of fleets. It's just spiritual music at its best, from 1976. Just a beautiful. There's songs by, he's adapting songs by John Coltrane and Pharoah Sanders, and there's a composition by Marion Brown on this. It's a stunning record. It's really delicate and angelic. A completely different register. Here is one of the best records on the Black Jazz label, Doc Khan, Adam's Apple, featuring obviously the great man himself on keyboards, vocals, electric piano, organ, Moog, and people like Ronnie Laws on sax, Calvin Keys on guitar, Big Black on. I've got the Big Black album, stunning record. This is from 1970 something, 71 maybe, on Black Jazz. Stunning sort of soul jazz record, and not related at all, but only maybe because it's kind of a soul jazz record as well. I don't know if anyone's into US3. I don't know if it's US3 or Us3. It's probably Us3. This is an amazing acid jazz record, which I'd buy on record if I ever saw it. Really funky acid jazz. I mean, really embodies the idea of acid jazz. It's on Blue Note, actually. This is on Blue Note. It's just, this is an amazing. You can put this at any time. You know, it's just it's a cooking record. Very good. 1993, US3. And I'll stay in the domain of jazz. There is a more obscure French title, Amir. It's the name of the band. French band. Don't know very much about them. This is from 1981 on what's the label? It's a big label actually. RCA, yes, RCA. It's modal, spiritual, ambient jazz. That's what I would call it, which I would recommend to lovers of those kinds of, you know, yeah, modal, spiritual, ambient kind of. You get a little bit of Coltrane mixed with a little bit of sort of world fusion sort of type of sounds in there. Very cool. Amir. And this is a well-known classic. This actually blew my mind the other night. It was Friday night, I think. I was just at home, relaxing, and I thought I'll put something, you know, something easy to listen to. It's Crossings by Herbie Hancock. What an absolutely phenomenal record, from back to front. Just an amazing piece of music. Crossings, with its wonderful sleeve. Yes, Wandishi band to the max. Herbie Hancock, Benny Maupin, Billy Hart, Julian Priester, the works. What a band! What a band! Electric jazz at its finest. At its finest. Played this record this morning, I think. The Swiss jazz fusion band, and Emphasis. Would have been funny if I said emphasis. Emphasis, yes. You need to put it on the right syllable. Really. This is a Swiss sort of funky fusion, European grooves kind of records. If you're into rare grooves from Europe, you'd dig this. In the style of, I don't know, Cortex, the French band, or I don't know, kind of a little bit Weather Reports-esque at times, but with a more sort of funky European sensibility. 1975. This is obviously a repress on Groove Attack. Swiss band. Hello, Christophe. Bonjour. I know you know this record, you like it. And I'll stay in the domain of jazz. And I was talking about Wandishi band. And I've been playing this a little bit as well. Julian Priester and Marine Intrusion Prosation, which is the second Julian Priester solo record on ECM. Picked this up the other day on a dig with Christian, Siren 05. Not as sort of funky as Love Love, but really sort of a more delicate kind of jazz record. Still, you know, experimental and all, but not a funky record like the other one. Julian Priester, it's great. Want to give a shout out to Teddy, Eat Sleep Vinyl, one of the best vinyl YouTubers out there, really, no question. I watched your video, Teddy, from start to finish the other day, and you were waxing lyrical about Dom Urmao, especially this record, which is a stunning record. Really groovy and funky and full of beautiful bossa nova jazz grooves, and you know, features Lloyd McNeil on flute, you know, just Joe Beck on guitar, and Dom Salvador on electric piano, Stanley Clarke on bass. It's a, you know, it's a no-brainer. This record, you know, if you like jazz and Brazilian music, you need to have it in your collection. It's on Muse Records, Dom Orumau. Totally amazing record. I've got a couple more and I'll finish off. Not too long for you today, this morning, whenever you're watching. Here is a sort of a classic US psychedelic record. Not very much talked about, but definitely something that I would recommend if you're into US psych. This is Farewell Aldebaran by Judy Ensker and Jerry Yester. Jerry Yester was in the Lovin' Spoonful, and then he made this record around 1960, I don't know what year, 68, 69 perhaps, I don't know. I'm not sure it would even say inside the gatefold. I have no idea. I don't know. Look it up yourself. Farewell Aldebaran. A great lost US psych classic. And Judy Ensker sings so. It's just so lively singing, and so compelling. Yes, that's the word I would use. Check out the first track. It's called Snow Blinds. It's very good. And last, this is just the ugliest record sleeve ever, isn't it? You know, this woman in pants with a huge synth, guy sitting with the guitar, leaning against a huge lake. And as I was saying to Christian in Campo, this is what happens when you take too much acid. You end up with lakes on your covers. This is Vicious Was, Marion Kenny and Bruce Clark, Australian jazz record. Kind of funky, kind of interesting. Not the best Australian jazz record in the world, but funky enough. Cool. On Kumquats, which is a cool label. I mean, just for the label. And I'll finish off with this. Just for the label. You know, it's cool. Cool label. Kumquats. 1970 something. Look it up. You've got the internet, for goodness sake. Stop watching cat videos. Check it out. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, YouTubers of the vinyl appreciation sort, garden variety. Love you all. Thank you for your subscriptions and your comments. As per usual, I do my best to deliver the most interesting and comprehensive content for you, and I hope that you still enjoy these videos, even though at the moment I seem to post way too many. I would post 2 a week, but who has the time? But if you have the time, that's great. And I'll be back on Friday, I think, for a new Vinyl Finds edition. I think if I have 10 new records, which I could have, I don't know, unconfirmed as yet, depending on what I receive in the mail. I will see you on Friday. See you, VC.